And hello, everyone. Welcome to the externally led patient-focused drug development meeting on Wilson disease. My name is Rhonda Rowland, and as James mentioned, I'm president of the Wilson Disease Association, or WDA, which is a nonprofit patient advocacy organization supporting people impacted by this rare genetic liver disease in which the body cannot properly process dietary copper. The WDA's mission is to provide support and hope to people impacted by Wilson disease worldwide so they can lead the best quality of life possible. We are also pleased to have in attendance members of the Wilson Disease Global Alliance, other liver disease advocacy organizations, pharmaceutical companies, and clinicians and researchers from around the world. Most importantly, I want to welcome the members of our community whose lives have been directly impacted by Wilson disease.
Medication timing is perhaps our biggest daily challenge. Wyatt has to take his Wilson disease medication twice a day away from meals. So no eating an hour after taking his medication or for 2 hours before his next dose. This means our entire day revolves around timers. He has a special watch to track when he eats and takes his meds. He has to stop playing and run home to take meds. And he misses class time at school. The constant vigilance is exhausting.
Here's what I want people to know. Having Wilson disease sucks. I wake up every morning, the first thing I do is take medicine. Sometimes I forget, which means I have to wait even longer to eat. I have ADHD and it's hard to wait for anything, so waiting to eat is extra hard. I get so hungry that my stomach hurts.
To manage this, I've learned to wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. to take my first pill. I take my medicine and go right back to sleep. I always have a timer going on my phone.
Triantine had to be taken between meals, which turns every day into a scheduling puzzle. I need to take it 3 times daily, at least 2 hours after eating or an hour before the next meal. Lunch to dinner is manageable, but breakfast to lunch is always a challenge. If I forget or if something delays a meal, the entire schedule has to shift.
The biggest downside of my treatment are nausea. All the medication I've ever taken for disease makes me nauseated. And the complex dosing schedule is really challenging. Taking medication 3 times a day on an empty stomach is incredibly difficult for compliance. Short of a complete cure, my ideal treatment would be 1 time a day dosing. I could comply with that, no problem.
For me, an ideal treatment would be fewer doses, or doses that you can just eat normally with. Even once a day with food restrictions would be amazing. The combination of number of doses with fasting is the difficult part.
What has never changed is how hard it is to take the medicines exactly as directed, multiple times a day and separated from food. I take over-the-counter zinc twice a day, so I've got zinc twice a day, penicillamine twice a day. That's 4 times a day with a 3-hour fasting period for each one of those dosings. That's 12 hours of fasting. I'm asleep 8 hours. That leaves me 4 hours to get through the 3 meals in. And it ends up, you end up skipping the normal life moments. I'm at the gym, working out with my friend. Afterwards, they say, hey, let's go grab a cup of coffee afterwards. Sorry, I can't do that. I'm on a fasting thing here.
As an oncology nurse, if I could describe an ideal treatment, it would be something simple to take once a day, well tolerated, and effective at keeping copper levels stable. It wouldn't require refrigeration, which can be especially challenging for people who travel or work irregular hours. Managing multiple medications several times a day, often on an empty stomach, can be overwhelming and makes long-term adherence much harder for Wilson disease patients.